Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to do a sit down video that is not an update, but I have decided that I want to do 5 things that I have learned while being a military girlfriend. So keep in mind, I have not been a military girlfriend for very long. It has only been about a little over a month and a half that he has been away at boot camp, but I feel like this video could help any girls that their boyfriends or their husbands are about to leave to boot camp, or they're new to dating somebody in the military, because I feel like all us spouses, military spouses, are or will feel these things at some point. So it could be helpful for many different people, and I really hope that they are helpful for you. So the first thing, I wrote them down, sorry. The first thing that I have learned while being a military girlfriend is to be patient. I can't tell you how impatient I used to be. I was the type of girlfriend that wanted a response right away, like normal relationships. And now there are times that I don't get a letter for a week. At the very beginning when he first left, it was a good 2 weeks before I heard anything. So just being patient, not only with your significant other, but just in general and in life. It has helped me be patient with friends and with family, and just so many different things has been very, very helpful to learn to be patient. Number 2, the second thing that I have learned is to go with the flow. When you are dating someone in the military, you don't get any say. You really don't get to choose anything. I don't want to say your feelings don't matter, but all the people above them don't care. They don't care. Things get moved around all the time, and you just have to be willing to go along with it, and plans will change and things will change, and you have to be willing to be able to be on the same path as him at all times. From the very beginning, when Kenneth first thought that he was going to ship out 6 months ago, I was already preparing myself for all these feelings back then. And then a week before his ship out date, they were like, "You're not going." And we had to completely change directions, change plans that we already had, all sorts of different things. And with right now, actually, I'm getting ready to buy my plane ticket to go to California. I have to buy a plane ticket that is interchangeable and refundable and all those things, because there is a good chance that he couldn't graduate on that specific date. It can change. There's just so many things you have to be able to be flexible. If you are somebody that has a set plan and like stresses out when things don't go right, do not date or marry a military man, because it doesn't go that way. You don't get a say. Most of the time they don't get a say. It's whatever the people above them want and say, and you just have to be willing to go with it. So yeah. Number 3, communication is key. I cannot stress that enough. This is a big one for me. I was the type of person in past relationships that was not the best with communication. I wasn't good with words when it came to like lovey-dovey feelings. I was asked like, "Why do you love me?" And I could not give an answer. I would just like zone out, and maybe there were, other reasons for those feelings, but overall, I just wasn't good with expressing my emotions. when you are dating a military man, that will change so quickly. I now can say that my boyfriend knows exactly how I feel, exactly why I love him, how much I love him, how I'm feeling every day. I have become more in touch with my feelings, I guess, and more willing to talk about them. I still don't like to express all of my emotions, like to my friends or just in public, but to him, it is everything, because they don't get to talk to the outside world. Everything that he knows, I have to tell him. It's very important to make sure that he knows everything, and he knows how much you love him, because he has gone away with all these guys that are feeling the same things, and if their girlfriends are telling them like motivational things and lovey things, he wants that too. He wants to know that you love him and you are supporting him and you are by his side the entire time. It's very important, and he will appreciate it, because if there was no communication, if I wasn't telling him everything, if I wasn't writing to him every night, he would be sad and would be upset. So as long as he knows what you are thinking and how you feel, everything should be okay. Number 4, being alone is okay. I, again, can't stress this enough, because I, like many others, was very dependent on other people. I, in past relationships, could not go anywhere alone. I wanted that person with me when I went to the store, if I went to go eat, if I went to the mall, went to anywhere. I did not want to be alone. Now, I have learned so much about myself and have become so much more independent and just okay with myself and being with just myself, which is a lot of oh my gosh, I can't say that word. A lot of self growth. It's very important for you to be able to be alone, especially in a military relationship, because he will not be here all the time, especially if your significant other is going to get deployed, if he's active duty. Kenneth is not active duty, he is reserves, so after his 5 months of training he will be here most of the time. But you need to be able to do things alone. Don't be stuck in your house because you don't want to go out, or you don't want to eat alone, or all of these things. Like, be proud to be a military girlfriend. Like, if someone thinks that you're a little loner, who cares? Who cares? Because they're not having to worry about somebody in the military and loving somebody that's not here with them, because it's difficult enough. And it's going to be even more difficult if you're having to worry about yourself being sad and alone. It's okay to be happy and enjoy your alone time and to use it to your advantage. That is so important, to just like love yourself and enjoy your alone time, because I personally love my alone time. I love being with my friends, but there's some times that, like, and everyone knows this, there are times you just need to chill in your own bed and watch Netflix on your own without anybody around. And there's nothing wrong with that. And number 5, you need to be as supportive and appreciative as possible. He is going through things none of us could even imagine. I know there are things that I've gotten back from him in the letters that I wouldn't be able to handle emotionally, physically. I know that he's going through so much that as a military girlfriend, you have to be there for him. As much as you would be there for him when he's home, triple it. and be there a million times what you normally would be, because he needs support. He needs motivational quotes. I've sent him like Bible verses, so many things just to keep him going, because he is broken and he's sad and he's homesick, and he needs to know that I am here holding his hand no matter what, whether we are halfway across the country. I don't care, because I love him that much and I appreciate everything that he is doing for us. Like, for all of us here, even you watching this video, like, your significant other wants to serve this country, and he needs to know that you are proud of him and that you appreciate everything that he is doing, because it's not something that you personally would be willing to do, and he is. So it's just, there's a whole new perspective on appreciating your boyfriend or even your girlfriend or husband, whatever you are. Appreciate them, because not everyone does. The military, there are people that, take them for granted, and with you being firsthand having to give all of your love and attention to that person, you know what it actually takes. And they just need to be reminded that, like, we know this. We know what they're having to go through, and support them. They need that. They need to be supported. Because if you just, worry about yourself, or you don't care to tell him things, or, they don't get letters if you don't put in everything you have, like, don't date a military man. It will not work for you if you're not willing to give it your all, because long distance relationships are hard enough as it is, but having to go 3 months without talking to him is harder. It adds stress and it adds sadness, and your emotions are all over the place. I've gotten 2 phone calls from him so far, and like I said, I've gone a week, 2 weeks with no letters, and it's okay. It's okay, because when I do get one, I'm smiling from ear to ear for, I don't even know, a long time, because it just makes me so happy, because he is trying to tell me how much he loves him, and he is trying very hard to be a boyfriend as much as he can. Like, he doesn't have all the freedom in the world. He has no freedom, actually, right now. So he is trying his best, and I know that, and you have to give them benefit of the doubt, whether you're getting letters all the time or not. You will get sad when you don't hear anything, but then when you do, you'll feel so much happier than you have in the last 2 weeks that you weren't getting a letter. And phone calls are, I have never been more appreciative of phone calls in my life. I love phone calls from him, but keep in mind that it is a roller coaster of emotions, because you'll see that number pop up on your phone, you'll answer it, be extremely excited, probably cry on the phone like I did, and then your 5 minutes is up, you hang up, and you just automatically, like, get depressed. It is very hard to bounce back from that. And I've learned that it takes the people around me to help boost me back up, because I wouldn't be able to do that on my own. I get very, very sad for a few days after a phone call, because you finally got to hear his voice, and then it's taken from you after 5 minutes. So it is going to be a crazy roller coaster of emotions, and you have to be ready for it. If you are going to date or marry a military man, you need to know what you're getting yourself into. I didn't really know what to expect, but I knew that I loved him, and I knew that I was willing to do whatever I had to in order for him to make it to his dream, because this is what he's always wanted. That was the end of the 5 things that I have learned about myself being a military girlfriend. So I really hope that this video helped you in some kind of way, or will help you in the future if you're going to date a military man. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel, and our social medias will be right here. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in our next video.